My human told me we're going to VIP. I think I've heard of that. Will I be getting a VIP treatment? But wait, what makes a VIP treatment anyway? Is it the beautiful building? Is it the good smell when you come in? The nice and comfy couch while we wait? Is it because of the food haven? Or the facilities? Or maybe the suite rooms? Or maybe it's their emergency facility that even my exotic friends can visit. Or maybe those are not just it. It's the smiles of Kuya Guard, the warm welcome of the receptionist, the belly rub from the vet assistant, the endless kumustahan with my human doctors, the exceptional care by asking how my days go by, their genuine compassion with my health. Them, these humans, they are what make the VIP treatment. Vets in practice, exceptional pet care, and genuine compassion. I'm doing this for the treats, you know.
Do I look like I want my photo taken right now? I was expecting an afro.
Doc, that's not where my mouth is! Sus, Ginoo!
My human told me we're going to VIP. I think I've heard of that. Will I be getting a VIP treatment? But wait, what makes a VIP treatment anyway? Is it the beautiful building?
Ako si Rolando Padillo, Senior Vet Assistant. 19 years na sa Vets in Practice Hospital.
I'm Dr. Marga Carpio, one of the founding partners of Vets in Practice.
I'm Marla Nicandro. I'm a VIP fur mom, and this is Kiwi. She's my youngest.
I'm Doc Nielsen Donato, and I'm one of the founding partners of Vets in Practice. I think my love for pets started when I was as early as 3 years old, and I would always hear my mom telling her friends, her relatives that, ito si Nielsen, bata pa lang, sabi niya gusto niya maging doktor aso, doktor pusa.
I was lucky enough to grow up in a family that adored animals. We were always surrounded with pets. I was allowed to bring home stray kittens. We always had dogs wherever we went. And sometimes even allowed to have ducks, exotics that I would bring back home. Ever since I was young, I knew that I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Bali sa Davao, mayroon akong 7 alagang aso. Sumagin ako, sobrang hilig din sa mga aso. Halimbawa, pag may minamaltrato, kinukuha ng asawa ko kasi naawa siya. Binibili niya, yun, dumami yung mga aso namin, tapos hanggang sa napamahal na sa amin. Tinuturing namin na siya na parang pamilya na namin, parang member ng pamilya.
I always grew up with pets from my parents and my grandparents. So until now, we still have dogs at home. We have 6 at home now.
We started first with a small apartment that we would share this surgical clinic. During our house calls, we would accumulate all the surgical cases, and then we would do the surgeries at least once a week or twice a week. It was getting busy already. A lot of our clients were already telling us, put up a hospital na. I didn't want to do that on my own. I wanted to have partners. So we invited Doc Marga and Doc Nick to be managing the first Vets in Practice in the Philippines, which was situated in San Francisco. in Mandaluyong.
Nick, Nielsen, Mike, and I each brought our expertise to the table. We all had genuine compassion for animals, but at the same time, we wanted to deliver that kind of expert care mixed with genuine compassion. So that's how Vets in Practice was born. We knew we wanted to elevate and deliver expert animal care at its best.
Now, VIP has grown bigger thanks to our younger partners, Dr. Siday Peñaranda, Dr. Mariel Flores, Dr. Richard Encomienda, Dr. Dexter Mercurio, Dr. J. Bartolome, and Dr. Jess Aicocho. They have propelled the clinic to where it is today and are the force behind the everyday success of VIP. Without them, we would have remained a small clinic. But because of them, we are all here today at the forefront of advancing companion animal practice in the Philippines.
Nagsimula ako sa Vets in Practice 2004. Yung una kong trabaho, taga-walis, taga-punas, taga-laba ng mga labahan nila, ng mga aso. Ang sabi sa akin ng mga doktor, mag-observe ka muna sa mga ginagawa ng mga assistant. Tinuruan ako ng mga senior assistant isa at saka yung mga vet namin kung paano mag-assist. Hanggang sa nakabisado ko na. Ngayon, ako na yung senior vet assistant ng Vets in Practice. Nagkatiwala na sa akin na paano assist ng mga surgery.
I started with VIP in their first branch in Mandaluyong in their very small clinic pa. When Kiwi was born, she was born with a crooked leg. Kulang yung bones pala niya. So we splinted it before until she grew old enough na pwede siyang gawan ng prosthesis. So VIP introduced me to a Japanese dental technologist who made her prosthesis. VIP really finds ways to help our pets with whatever they need.
Hi, good evening everyone. I am your host, Dr. Nikki, and welcome to today's episode of Exploring the World of Exotic Animals. So this is our fifth episode of our podcast series, Vets in Practice, and today's episode is brought to you by Plaridel Incorporated. Okay, so our topic today is about the wonderful world of exotic animals. So I am very excited to introduce to you my guest for this episode, my mentor, Dr. Nielsen Donato. Yeah.
Hi, good evening, Doc Nikki.
Hi,
Good
Doc.
evening to all our viewers in podcast of VIP.
Yeah,
Finally,
so
I'm
finally he
your
agreed
guest.
to be with the podcast episode after months of trying to get him to guest.
But I'm glad that you
Yes.
chose exotics for me
I
to
forced
talk
you.
about.
I forced.
Exotics is a very interesting topic.
Yes.
No one is an expert really.
It's a learning path.
It continues to learn
Yes.
about exotics because ang dami nilang species, di ba?
Yes,
So
everything is
ang
different.
dami nilang mga sakit, ang dami nilang mga conditions, which makes it interesting. It's
Yes.
never boring to talk
Yeah,
about exotics.
did you know that my interest in exotic medicine started from you?
Oh, talaga?
You know, you know that.
How young were you?
I
Probably
was-
hindi ka pa graduate.
No,
pa.
I was in high school. I was watching
Oh
you
my God. In Born to be Wild?
Born to be Wild, yes. You know, I messaged you before in Facebook because I saw your post about the same topic about my thesis, and then you did not reply.
Oh my
I'm still holding that, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I tried to answer.
Yeah,
I
it's
tried to
okay, it's
answer
okay.
most
Nakabawi
of the-
naman na siya. So kasi most of the time, kahit alas 3 ng madaling araw when I call him, he answers.
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you. Okay. So today we're gonna talk about why the exotic keeping is becoming more popular with pet owners these days. So
You know why? You know why? Because times are changing. We're in, instead of living in single detached house, your houses are far apart. People, our patience starts to become shorter.
Yeah.
And if you have dogs, sometimes our dog starts barking, and then our neighbors start complaining. Or even the time of just walking our dogs
Yes.
and feeding
Training them,
every day like that. So it's a big commitment
Yes.
when you take care of traditional pets like dogs and cats. And because of that, during the 80s,
Whoa.
that's when sorry, 90s pala. During the 90s,
Okay.
when I was working in Singapore, that's the time when exotics started to become popular then.
Oh, I wasn't even born yet, you know.
Oh, 1994. Naging uso ang pag-aalaga doon. So I got really excited working in Singapore because it's
that's
something
cool.
that I don't see. Sa Pilipinas, ang binebenta pa na illegal wildlife. Wala pa
Oh, that's
masyadong
sad.
exotics. But when I came home here, it was starting then.
Oh. So you brought it home with you.
The
You think-
knowledge.
The knowledge.
The knowledge of taking care of exotics. And they're so excited to find out that someone can treat all these tiny creatures.
So that
great and
that
small.
became your edge.
That
Starting
became my
edge.
edge,
Yeah,
yes.
that's very nice.
So, yeah, let's go ahead with the
Alright.
interesting topic about exotics.
Okay. So, Doc Nielsen, how can you define the difference between traditional and exotic pets?
So, to define what the word exotic means, it means it's something that is not native to the country. So, yung mga rabbits, mga goldfish, to the more exotic birds and reptiles na hindi nakikita sa country is considered exotics.
Okay.
For example, a native endemic species here in the Philippines napunta sa ibang bansa. Ang tawag nila doon exotics, pero sa
Okay.
atin endemic yun.
Endemic. Okay.
So here, marami tayong mga exotics na pumapasok sa Philippines kasi they have been bred in captivity for a long
Oh,
time,
yeah.
and parang may care sheet na for them, and they become more available
And
for
more popular.
for
pet
exotic
keeping, yeah.
pet owners.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so we usually also see like here we also call them like invasive species, especially if sometimes they're like they get out of their cage, unfortunately, like that. It
Exotic
happens, right?
species can be invasive.
Yeah.
Just to name a few, like the squirrel that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see
here in
roaming
BGC.
around in Makati and
Yeah.
in Taguig. And then you also have the Oriental garden lizard,
Whoa, I haven't
The-
seen one. Squirrel only.
the Plecostomus, the janitor fish.
Oh,
is an
yeah, they're
example
very
of
invasive. Like
invasive. You know, every aquarium owner will have a janitor fish para linisin niya yung
Yes.
lumot. Pero
Yeah,
siguro pag namatay na yung totoong alaga nila,
They just throw the
yeah, they
janitor.
just throw the janitor fish in the river, and that's,
Or flush it in
and
the
that's
yeah.
how they can cause chaos to our endemic species.
Oh, that's and it's very
So-
hard to control.
Yeah, so we have to be very careful because some exotic species can be very invasive.
yeah. So we're
Imagine kung paano kung piranha na lang.
Oh my
ang
gosh.
pinakawalan.
that's
Luckily-
gonna be a movie.
Luckily, that won't happen because the pH of our
Water
water is
is-
so dirty that the piranhas will
well,
not survive.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Okay, so we will talk more about the pros and cons of keeping an exotic pet and how to better take care of them on our next segment.
Yes, just type in your
Yeah,
questions,
type in your
and
questions.
we will try to answer them
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Okay, so we have a few shoutouts from the comment section. So shout out to Lean Galenzoga. Hello po.
Oy, Janina! Hi, Lynn!
Yeah.
This is Doc Nielsen.
Hi, Doc Mau.
Hi, Doc Mau! Kamusta na? Miss na kita.
Aww. There.
And we have...
Hi, Mamita.
We have...
Ma'am Emma.
Ma'am Janina of Wholesome Whole Pet Kitchen.
Okay.
So may tanong siya, no? I think I can answer this quickly or later na.
Later. Later. Okay,
Sige.
we're gonna keep the questions.
Excited ako.
Yeah. Okay. So, we have also legal considerations with keeping exotic pets,
Oh,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
yes.
we can talk
Very
about
important, Very important. Huh?
it. Okay. So how do we start like legalizing getting an exotic pet here in the Philippines, though?
As much as you are excited to get that exotic of your dream, you know that feeling when you chose an exotic and then you still have to ask permission either from your mom or your wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then preparing their enclosure.
Yes, it's very
But-
exciting.
But of course, the most important is where do you get your particular chosen exotic? It has to come from a legal source.
Yes.
Because if it's illegal, you don't want that. You're supporting illegal trade. It's bad for the wildlife. It's bad for the
It's not ethical. So
It's not
yeah, we
ethical.
were not really sure how they keep they
they
upkeep.
might come in unhealthy and
Yeah.
spread some diseases. They did not come into the country legally.
Legally, yes. So it's an unethical source. So where do we start? What do we look for in an ethical source of a wildlife or an exotic pet?
So when you go to a
Okay.
So what type of papers? This is called the Wildlife Farm Permit or
Okay.
the WFP, which is issued by the DNR.
Okay.
Do you know how hard it is to get a wildlife farm permit?
No.
So hard because there are
Yeah, because
a lot
you've
of
been
requirements.
through.
Yeah, it took me 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years
You've been
to
through
be
the
able
process.
to get a wildlife farm
Well, at
permit.
least it's an example that you need to set for like everyone.
Yes.
Right,
So
yes.
those are the most important thing before you acquire your chosen exotic pet is to find out if the source is coming from a legal breeder.
Yeah,
or-
breeder facility.
or seller,
yes. Okay. So and then once they obtain the exotic animal, for example, they were able to get it from a legal source, and then how do they register it?
You need to ask for an official receipt, and some of the facilities have a particular certificate. It's written there who are the parents, when they were bred, and some of them have microchips.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yung mga ganon talagang record keeping
yes.
is very nice. So I
Reputable
advise
talaga.
you to get from those people. The prices might be
A bit
higher.
higher, yeah.
They're a bit higher. The illegal ones are cheaper, but some of them after buying them,
Yeah.
they might die
Yeah.
after a few days because
It's very common. We
Yeah.
see that almost every day in the practice when they get it from like.
correct.
Yeah,
And
it's
of
very
course,
sad.
you can be reported by your neighbor, and if you're not able to show your documents, they can be confiscated and a case can be filed against you.
Oh,
for
okay. So
keeping
that's gonna
illegal,
be
wildlife.
more complicated.
Yes.
So, and no one's gonna take care of the.
So yeah, please, we encourage you to get from legal sources.
Yes, and it's also the responsible thing to do.
Correct.
So before you start getting your exotic pets, of course, the first thing that you have to be is responsible.
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah.
we have a lot of viewers out there. Nako,
Yeah.
what do we do? We got something that doesn't have a paper. What do we do?
Yeah, what do we do?
Uh, so maybe you can, if you wanna be worry free,
Worry-free, yes.
is to to turn it over.
Oh, yeah.
Turn them over, and maybe they can go to a facility and then just visit them there.
Okay. All right, that's a good option. So we have a question from Miss Janina Gonzalez. So how to start taking care of a sulcata turtle? Paano po malalaman kung okay yung bibilihan and what to watch out for?
Hi, Janina. Janina is our very good friend. She is the supplier of Whole Pet Kitchen.
Whoa, yeah.
So,
ma'am.
sulcata is one of the most common tortoises that we have in the country. Exotic siya. Pero first, like what we discussed, you have to make sure that the seller or the breeder has the proper documents like the wildlife farm permit. And when you get them, it's either they give you a receipt, an official receipt. Ibig sabihin, legal siya,
Na binili,
naka-register siya. DNRs would have records of them. And some of them would give you certificate and a photocopy of their wildlife farm permit. Once you have them, usually they're sold as hatchlings.
Yes.
And these hatchlings can be very critical.
Yes, it's very hard.
Because no matter how nice the breeders are, in the wild, ganun talaga, survival of the
Yes,
fittest.
survival.
And sometimes when you get them, they look very healthy.
Yes. And they're very cute when they're so
Yeah,
small.
they're eating and everything, but the challenges there is, will they grow up to be a healthy one?
Yes.
In spite of giving them the right nutrition,
Right diet.
right
yeah.
diet, proper husbandry, sometimes there can be some problems with the tortoise growing up. But of course, your question is how do we take care of them? At an early stage, their diet can be more forgiving. You can give them green leafy vegetables.
Yes.
You can give them pellets. But as they grow older, this particular species of tortoise is more specialized. They have to be more on a grass diet because it can
Yeah.
affect their
Health, yeah.
their
Overall.
health, their diet. If not given the right proper diet, like mostly grass, they can develop
Urates.
urates,
Yes.
which can be which is the most common
Yeah,
problem.
case that we see in our
Diba?
practice.
When a big tortoise comes in and then they'll complain it's not eating.
Yeah, constipated.
Yeah, when you do an X-ray,
Yeah.
you'll see stones in their abdomen.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, and then lighting is very important. It's either use UV or sunlight.
Sunlight,
Expose them
yes.
to
Daily sunlight.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, I think that is the. Do you have any follow-up question, Miss Janina? Just comment down below. Okay, so another question from Miss Len Costudio Katindig. Is it okay to buy from pet convention breeders?
Yes. First of all, if you go to conventions, the first thing that they will look for is are the exhibitors legal? Kasi they will not tolerate mga illegal sellers.
So they cannot join the convention if they're not registered.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
that's
Because DNR permits that one, and one of the agreements should be they should be a
Registered.
permit holder.
Alright.
Yes.
okay. So a follow-up question from Miss Janina. For beginners, ano pong masasuggest na exotic na hindi mahirap alagaan?
Hindi mahirap talaga.
They have they are may challenges for each
all of them
species.
may challenges, you know. Parang once you take care of a pet, that's already a challenge. For example, fish, di ba? Parang
Yeah.
dapat you have the filter, you have proper
You have the right temperature.
Yes. Siguro python.
The python.
The
Yeah.
python, because python isang pakain dyan,
Wow.
buti ng mga 2 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks, yes.
To 3 weeks. Tapos, enjoy mo lang siya.
Yeah,
hawak-hawakan,
very
and then
docile
balik
and
mo na.
quiet and less
Oo.
management.
Ang
involved.
pinaka, lang doon siguro is when you feed them, baka
Yes.
mamaya you feed them live once,
Yes.
or you have to train them to eat
Fruit.
mga dressed na.
Yeah.
Mga dressed.
Frozen.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's
frozen.
also hard to look for feeder source.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, in terms of tortoises, the maybe radiata or dabra.
It's your favorite.
They can eat different types of veggies and pellets like that.
Okay, that's good. So yeah, it really depends on your preference, but you
Too
need to
expensive lang.
it's expensive sometimes. So shout out for hi Sir Dads from Philippine Carabao Center.
Hello, hi from PCC.
PCCs, yeah.
who
From Philippine Carabao Center.
yeah.
Science City, Muñoz, Nueva Ecija.
Nueva Ecija, yes. Kakabisita lang namin dyan a few.
This is your
Si Doc. Si
Doc Salmer.
Doc Salmer, congratulations for passing the boards. Pumasa na ba or ano? Hindi pa. Good luck. Finish na.
Good luck and congratulations!
Sorry. Magdilang anghel ako.
Yes, that's a good. All right,
You're
so
welcome, Janina.
hi, welcome Miss Janina. Okay. So there are also pros and cons of keeping exotic pets. So usually they're fascinating at first, but sometimes when you start to keep them, you will also face challenges. So what can you advise
Yeah,
the
tell
pet
me
owners about
that.
it?
We are vets.
Yes.
And we study the common diseases and how to prevent them from getting sick. But the actual keeping or the husbandry of keeping each different types of species of exotics, sometimes I learned that from our dear clients.
Yes,
Because
actually.
they have the time to research
Yes.
and they have the finances to give them
Which
all-
we don't
yeah
most of the time.
all the requirements like the thermostat, the
Yes.
humidifier, the substrate, the beautiful enclosures. So when I used to do house calls, I go and visit them. I'm really amazed how they're able to breed the most difficult species of exotics, like siguro mga early 20s when bearded dragons started coming
Oh.
here. Parang ang hirap-hirap nila i-breed and then suddenly mabibreed nila. Tas
Yeah,
yung mga
that's so
tortoise
cool.
na
And it's
mabibreed
very
nila.
expensive before, right?
Yeah, as a vet, we're really amazed, and when they share to us those experiences,
yes.
it makes us better vets because
because we also learn from them,
We share the learning experience of these exotics. Kaya the challenges is really before you buy an exotic pet, you read about them.
Yes.
What's the most common exotic pet that we encounter? Rabbits.
Rabbits, yes.
Hamsters.
Yeah.
And even these rabbits, there are a lot of things that you'll be surprised that owners already know.
Yeah.
And when they come, they already know, Doc, I think my rabbit is having gut stasis.
Yeah, actually.
Or maybe
Yeah, we just
you
have to
can-
confirm it with like
Yeah.
the tests.
So
It's just very nice.
It's very nice that there are groups
Yeah.
of
Who
rabbit
are
savvies.
advocates for educating
Yes.
with how to keep up with the taking care of those exotic animals talaga. So it's really medyo at least natatanggalan kami ng konting burden.
Yeah, and-
Because
and-
of those people that are very
Correct.
enthusiastic in sharing
And-
those knowledge.
And you know, when every day you see dogs and cats, and then you see this cute little bunny,
Yeah.
or
Especially around
or-
Easter.
Yeah, no, that one
It's
I wanna cut that tradition.
it's usually
Yeah.
not it's not a good tradition to have.
Imagine those small bunnies
Yeah,
when they separate them from their doe. We call the female rabbit a doe.
No, yes.
When you separate them, there's too young, and then they get hypoglycemic, and then the poor
Yeah.
kid comes to us
Almost.
and crying.
Yeah, because they
they're-
really don't know what's happening. It's
Yeah.
hard for
So
them to
let's try
comprehend
stop
that.
one.
Okay. All right. So, okay, questions?
So
Hi,
yeah,
Doc.
care sheet. Try to study the care sheet of. You know, it's hard though. We cannot talk about a particular animal because
Yeah.
there's so many.
There's so much we're
there's so
not gonna
many,
finish in an hour.
Yeah, with reptiles, you have the tortoises, you have the
Tortoises.
turtle,
Yes.
you have the snakes, lizards, iba-ibang klaseng lizards. Kaya nakakatuwa pag may dumadating na mga iba-ibang klaseng
Yeah,
mga-
it's one of the things that it gets us excited in coming to work, like because we get to see other animals that actually we wanted to keep but we can't.
Yeah.
So we just like manifest
You know
it to
that-
our clients.
Last, maybe almost 2 weeks ago, I had a patient.
What patient?
It came in a bucket of water,
What is that?
a goldfish.
Whoa!
He came in like 3 times already because every now and then he couldn't swim properly because
Okay.
his
Head.
hood, they call
Very
it the
big.
hood, that big orange top
Yeah.
on the head is too
Like
heavy.
an afro.
And then when it's swimming upside down. So
Oh,
I need to
you
trim
need
that
to
one.
trim. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Under
It's like
sedation.
molar trimming in rabbits, but in fish.
And it's the favorite of my my followers on IG because
Yeah, you need to share it with us.
it's something. I will share how to treat fishes also.
Yes. Okay, so actually, I haven't had the fish patient yet. On my own, but with you I had. But on my own, not yet.
Oh, call me
Yeah.
if you have one.
Yes, of course. Okay. So, learning opportunities. Yeah, we talked about it. So, what do you have? Do you think there is potential for conservation, like with pet keeping of exotics?
Yes.
Conservation and like breeding.
Okay. So, breeding. All these exotics. They used to be wild in the wild, but having them brought out from the wild, and if you breed them in captivity, the idea is people are not supposed to get from the wild anymore because there are individuals that are kept in
Yeah.
captivity already. So that is the idea of breeding them in captivity so that we don't have to poach in the wild anymore.
Yeah. That's actually also good because we also learn in captivity how they live. So we don't need to, we know how to conserve them properly.
Yes. But there is a line between wild and exotic. There are species of wild animals that can never be kept.
Domesticated.
They can never be kept as pets
Or
because they
captive.
will be always wild. It's sad to see that that there are still some wildlife being kept as pets
Okay.
na
Yeah.
hindi siya pwedeng malagyan ng papeles kasi
It's not.
sobrang endangered nila.
Oh, okay. So, well, there are things that we cannot control and it's sad. So, yeah, and also, with specialized training of like keeping pets, we can actually help you through like the training on how to take care of them. Especially Doc Nielsen is also very well versed with keeping up with pets because you have the conservation facility.
Oh yeah, I have a wildlife rescue center. Basically, it was
Whoa,
put up.
there's fireworks.
It was what does that mean? So that wildlife farm is meant to help to decongest the rescue center of DNR.
Yeah, okay.
But unfortunately, I'm also swamped with monkeys. Sana we stop poaching baby monkeys because when they grow up, they become very wild also. Not because they wanted to, but because people tease them and they
It's their defense mechanism to be like.
Do you know that someone tagged me on TikTok because someone vlogged a Philippine macaque in Puerto Galera and they wanted me to save it. I wish I could save the monkey.
Yeah,
but
maybe you
it's-
can try to connect with it.
Yeah. So sorry guys, I at the moment I can't rescue that monkey, but if ever you can bring it, maybe I can have one space
Yeah,
in the
to
rescue
keep-
center
and then
keep it.
to check if there are any health concerns with
Yes.
it.
I'll have you guys react to a video.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Blind react ba to?
Yeah. So this is a surprise for you guys. Okay. I need
Okay.
you to just let the viewers know what you think about this video. Okay. So this is a video of a vlogger.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I haven't.
What can you say about this? So, ayan.
Oh.
Nakita niyo yung tarsier.
Yes, it's very bad because all these bloggers who are just for the content,
Yeah.
sacrificing the welfare
no.
of the wildlife, and tarsiers are very high-strung animals.
Yeah, they're very.
This is a baby tarsier, and they're not supposed to handle it. And this poor baby tarsier is stressed.
Yeah.
Kaya parang please let us not patronize this
Yeah,
type
I
of
hope. Yeah, we
vlogging,
we don't give them the satisfaction of like reacting because it gives them the leverage to be more viral. So, well, as
Yeah.
much as we don't want to ignore these things, there are
Well,
some people that should be
I'm
held
sure, I
accountable.
haven't read those comments, but most of the comments here are negative because they do not.
Which should
Yeah,
be really
they
negative.
do not
Yeah.
tolerate this type of abuse with wildlife.
Oh my gosh, I have so many things to say to you, but I can't because we're live. So I'll keep it to myself.
Alright, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sergio, oh my gosh. That was hard.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
There's a comment. So
From Sure Dads. May napanood ako na isang vlogger na nakabili siya ng inaalagaan usa, like a deer, ng IP people. Ngayon, since nasanay na po yung usa sa tao, is it advised pa kaya na pakawalan sa wild or alagaan na lang?
Tingin ko yung mga usa, madali naman silang turuan na bumalik sa wild. Pero ito yung dilemma dyan, saang wild? Diba? Parang napaka-konti na ng wild natin na protected. So meantime, I think they should go to a facility that is registered that is true to conservation.
Yeah.
Na parang hindi niya ibebenta yan, na makikipag-partner siya sa DNR. And once merong protected area, pwede silang i-release doon. At nangyayari na yan sa Negros, yung may organization na tinatawag na Talarak Foundation.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
yung matagal na nilang binibreed na napaka endangered na Visayan spotted deer na na-release na nila back into the
Wow,
wild.
congratulations.
And then we're putting camera traps. Sana ma-replicate natin yan with the
Yeah.
Philippine brown deer.
That's
So
cool.
there is hope. And I am so excited because from exotics we're going to
Yeah.
wildlife.
The way this podcast
Yeah.
jumped.
On Friday, I'm flying to Tacloban.
Sana all. Di ba
Because-
naman gusto mo akong isama?
Philippine Eagle Foundation has invited me to witness first time in history na yung mga Philippine Eagles in Mindanao,
Yeah.
dadalhin sila sa Leyte.
Whoa,
Kasi
cool.
the Philippine Eagle, do you know, used to be present all over the country until naubos na sila sa mga ibang parts, and magpapakawala ng isang pair ng Philippine Eagle on Friday. So
Whoa.
10 o'clock I'll be flying, I'll be going there in Tacloban to witness
Send
the
pictures.
release.
Send pictures
I'll
to me.
release that.
Because I cannot go with you. Okay.
I'll
So, we should also consider, of course, when keeping exotic pets. Let's go back on track, please. That's Okay, so with keeping exotic pets, there are also health hazards. Like, with for the owners itself. Like,
Yes.
that there are some pets that can transmit diseases to humans.
Yes, especially with reptiles. When we have toddlers at home, naman the toddlers, they'll touch something, like in terms of like turtles, tortoises, other reptiles. They're carrier of
Salmonella, yeah.
And,
Because of what they eat, right?
if we plan to gift our children with reptiles, those are the things that we have to consider also.
Yes.
And
Also with us, also with old
yes.
humans.
not of course, not only that, when we have kids around, sometimes they don't know how to handle them
yeah.
properly. Sometimes the exotic pets can be hurt also.
Yeah,
So
no matter how docile they are, they can still fight back. They
it's
can
either
still-
that or they can drop them,
and then it could harm the animal.
or handle them too hard,
harsh,
which
yes.
can be
Harmful
so-
to the animal.
So
also.
pitiful for the pet.
For the pets, yeah. So those are the things we need also to consider before getting an exotic animal. So we
Yeah,
have to research that.
To all parents out there, please ask questions about, if you're eyeing for an exotic pet. Now is the time to ask
Yeah,
questions.
to ask questions. Or you can also visit all of our branches. We have exotic doctors across 7 branches. Yeah.
Yes.
So, also I would just like to add, we are live at Vets in Practice the Fort. So it's Doc Niels' home branch.
Yeah.
So we are here. Thank you for inviting me here. Wala lang. Gusto ko lang i-share. Okay.
Birds,
So,
wala pa tayong pinag-usapan birds.
yeah,
Alam
but
mo,
we have
sa-
questions
sa
about it later.
Favorite,
Yes.
favorite
So we
exotic.
have a few shout out on the comment section. Hi, Miss Joyce.
Hi, Miss Joyce.
Hindi
Sino
pa
ba?
pinag- Here. On the TV. Hi, Doc. Thank you.
Ang daming,
Nakashed na po.
Ang daming fans ni Doc Mao.
Doc, nakashed na si Ming Ming nung July 1. See you. Who's that? Is that your... De La Torre Moreno. Diyan.
Anong sabi?
Nakashed na si Ming Ming.
Ming Ming.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes. that's
Yes.
very
Good job. Good job, Ming Ming.
And there.
Okay. Hello. Congrats. Hi, Miss Tebs Gomez.
Oh, hi, Tebs. Tebs is our friend who trains dogs.
Wow.
He's a certified dog trainer,
Okay.
behaviorist.
Hello, Doc Nikki from Boss Happy the Bunny. Hi, Boss Happy the Bunny.
Something's moving in my
Oh my
pocket.
God, what
What's
is
this?
that?
I was surprised.
Is it another surprise?
Yeah, we have a guest here.
I don't wanna touch you.
Momo.
Momo. Hi, Momo. Get out.
Oh, look
Aww.
at Momo. Momo is
Sugar
a
glider.
gift by a client, and then he actually grew up here in the
Here,
clinic, with
Hi,
Mike,
Momo.
our
It's very,
head
very mabait
receptionist.
and quiet only. You did not notice that Doc Nielsen has something in his pocket.
Yeah. Sugar gliders are marsupials.
Yes.
Kapamilya niya yung mga kangaroos, mga ganon, wallabies.
Okay. OMG, I wanted one daw, sabi niya. Ni Miss Len Custodio. Hi, Doc Bea.
Hi, Doc Bea.
Okay.
Hindi kasi ng sulat, hindi ko mabasa eh.
Sorry, my phone is not Tito friendly.
Here is Momo.
Okay, hi Momo.
Momo is iba yung kulay niya. No? Most
Yeah.
sugar gliders are gray, but this
Darker.
is what they call the mosaic.
Okay, hi.
Neutered na siya.
Did you do it? Did you
Yeah,
know that?
I neutered him, so he's chubby, a little bit chubby.
Hi Lando. Hi Doc from see Miss. Okay, hello po Miss Lenny Cheryl Lagonilla. Thank you for sponsoring our podcast episode today.
Thank you.
Thank you Plaridel. Okay. All right. So we will be back on for our next segment. So just comment your questions and all of your shout out calls here in our live, and stay tuned because we have a lot more to talk about. Thank you. See you later.
My human told me we're going to VIP. I think I've heard of that. Will I be getting a VIP treatment? But wait, what makes a VIP treatment anyway? Is it the beautiful building? Is it the good smell when you come in? The nice and comfy couch while we wait? Is it because of the food haven? Or the facilities? Or maybe the suite rooms? Or maybe it's their emergency facility that even my exotic friends can visit. Or maybe those are not just it. It's the smiles of Kuya Guard, the warm welcome of the receptionist, the belly rub from the vet assistant, the endless kumustahan with my human doctors, the exceptional care by asking how my days go by, their genuine compassion with my health. Them, these humans, they are what make the VIP treatment. Vets in practice, exceptional pet care, and genuine compassion. I'm doing this for the treats, you know.
Do I look like I want my photo taken right now? I was expecting an afro.
Doc, that's not where my mouth is. Sus, Ginoo.
My human told.
Sino sa Carvel doon?
Doc Jean. Hi, Hi! Oh my God, we're back! Hello, everybody!
Nagulat. Worry lang yun.
Okay. Okay, so we're moving on to segment 3, which is responsible pet ownership. So, yeah.
Yes. So,
Okay. So we have here. Oh, nakita yung kodigo ko. Oh my gosh. All right. So, we briefly talked about this already, but how do you discuss about the financial considerations and long-term commitment of like keeping a specific exotic animal?
you know, we have, I have experience of a family who bought a mice, you know, those tiny fancy
Yeah.
mice, and you can buy them very cheap. But sometimes when they get older, they are so prone to developing tumors
Yeah.
or reproductive organ
Yes.
problems, and having them brought to the vet does not mean if you buy an exotic pet cheap
Yeah.
is the the when you spend for their veterinary,
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
correlate to the
it
amount.
doesn't correlate to that. So I'm so amazed with pet owners who will spend for them, even
Yeah.
though they only have a few months to live.
live,
They will
yes.
still have them treated. That is what I call commitment, and showing how responsible you are, especially to kids. You know, when that is a pet of your kid, and then
Yeah.
they had a problem like this. When parents support them,
Yeah.
parang I wish I was like that also.
You were, right?
When
No.
during my time, I had a chick that I bought from the
Yeah.
outside the church.
The one you picked like numbers or you
Yeah,
just
something like that. And when it got sick, they gave me a capsule, and then when I gave it to the chick, it choked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but that was 70s.
That's an oopsie from you. Oops.
That was during the 70s. So
Yeah.
every time I see a kid that comes with their parents, parang I super support them, and
Yeah.
kung konti lang ang budget nila, I give them
We
discount.
adjust.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that they don't go home na parang
Feeling defeated that they were not
nothing was
able.
done for their pets, and that is my passion for
Yeah.
children who wants to have pets, not only with exotics but also
For
with
dogs and cats.
dogs and
Yeah.
cats.
Sometimes they just get it for free but they spend on it like
Yeah, oo. Pag nakakita ko ng mga ganon, parang gumaga ang loob ko.
Oh, yeah. You're so sensitive naman there. Okay. So also like with long-term commitment, like sulcatas, if they're bred right or they're fed right, the husbandry is all correct. They live up to like
Oh yeah,
almost
so katas can live
more than 100 years.
Yeah, more than 50 to 100 years.
Yeah.
So
So-
even parrots,
Yeah.
parrots can live like the larger the parrot, the longer
the
their
lifespan is. So yeah, you have to also consider that when you want to buy because they can die before them.
Yes, so
Yeah, so
maybe
you
they
have-
can make them pamana to
Yeah,
their
to their
children or
yes.
apo.
Yeah, it's a legacy that you will keep if you get a sulcata and you keep it
Yes.
healthy. Like your Aldabra tortoise.
But meantime, let's just enjoy them and not think about them. Not
Yes.
think about
Yeah, but yeah, it's
you're going to leave them.
but yeah, you should really think about that when they get
I know.
Yes. All right. So all right. So we can like open the question.
When I get updates like that, I really feel really good. You know, I know that I did something
Right.
really helpful.
Yes.
Of course, we should do something right.
Yes, you should always do something right.
So thank you for the update.
Yeah, thank you also. You're welcome. Alright. Hello po, Miss. Hello, Mochi, Banban, and Levi, my rabbit patients.
Oh, yeah. Ang dami.
They're my
ang
regular rabbit
Now,
patients.
what's the most cutest rabbit name that you have?
I think I have Miu and Gimlu, and they're very cute because they're a pair. They always come to the clinic in pair. Like even if only Gimlu will have checkup with me, Miu is also there because if Gimlu is alone, he gets very very stressed. So I cannot even check Gimlu if Miu is not there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and do you know that rabbit owners are so cute?
Why are you saying that?
They're so cute. Like when they come, you know,
The carrier.
carriers.
Yeah.
They have sometimes they have small notes. Hi,
Yes.
Doc Nielsen.
Yeah.
You know, can
Because
you
they're
look at
very
my-"
passionate in
Yes,
keeping. Oh no, sorry. In keeping the rabbits, like, and also with they're very parang they, you know, rabbit owners, they really want parang kailangan nila mag-connect with the vet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really important that you have that your doctor is like, you know, you feel comfortable with them, ganyan. So it's a special relationship.
It's a
yeah.
special relation with
Yeah, with the
rabbit
pet owners and the vets. Yeah. So, yeah, they really consider that in choosing their vets.
And then also the transition, you know, from us handling a big dog.
Yeah.
And then
And then biglang, oh, so cute.
and then when you enter the room with a patient rabbit, oh, biglang
Yeah.
oh.
Oh, so cute. Very gentle.
Yeah, we become very gentle
Yes.
with rabbits. Also.
Actually, every like small pocket pets with also hamsters, guinea pigs, yeah. But
Talking about rabbits, what are the most common problems that we encounter?
usually I get like gut
Dental, a lot
stasis
of-
and like molar.
Yeah, a lot of
problems.
dental cases, and the most common is parasites. You know, the
Yes.
mites.
Yeah.
Minsan, you know, when they come, they're like Pinocchio because they
Yeah,
have a
they have
very,
very long
nose,
nose, yeah.
which is actually all the shed skin and
The
mga parasites, are
parasites
like-
living under
Yeah.
the skin. So when you see your rabbits like that, it's best that you bring them to vets in practice. So we have 7 branches that can cater to your exotic pet needs, and then
Yeah,
every
it's-
branch has an exotic doctor.
Yeah,
right?
for Mandaluyong, we
Yeah.
have Doc Nikki, Doc Mao, Doc
Ali,
Ali, and Doc
Doc Clarissa,
Clarissa.
then Doc Camille. Actually,
Yeah.
most of the Manda vets, they can
Wow.
cater. Yes, because you know, because of
Here-
you trained me and I trained them.
Here
You
in
know, that's your legacy.
the fort, it's me and Doc Manjo, and then we have very good vet techs. We have Jackie and Paula.
Yeah.
Shout out. To
Shout
my,
out, hello, thank
yeah.
you. And
Without our vet techs, you know, it's really hard for us to monitor. our
yes,
patients.
actually,
Kasi,
and
di
it's
ba,
really
yung
hard to
mga-
function without them. You know.
Our confined exotics are very, you know, they need a lot of care.
And time.
Yeah, they need to be brought out, especially mga birds and mga reptiles. They have to be brought out
bask.
every morning for basking.
Yes, and then on a warm water soak. Yeah,
Yeah,
it takes a lot of time.
Unlike dogs, you know, in the report they'll say barking, eating, pero yung reptile parang bumelat.
Yeah, you have to really look at them.
Yeah, they will know
to see any to
flicker
see an
the tongue.
activity. Yeah. Yeah, move the feet, kick a little bit.
Baka they're bored already, you know.
Yeah,
Here
okay.
I have a
Surprise.
one of the most exotic pets that we have here in the clinic. Can you guess what?
Yeah, Doc Nielsen will give you
Here.
a prize.
Here. Guess what this is? 4.
Can I guess? And you give me a prize.
No, not you.
Aww.
Give them clues na lang.
Okay. Clue.
Describe how it
Okay,
feels.
describe. It's slimy. It's circle. Has a very big mouth.
What will happen if I put it at your back?
I'm gonna scream.
Do you have anyone
Yeah. Miss
frog.
Janina,
Yes,
guessed
it's a
right.
beautiful Pac-Man
Yeah,
frog.
it's a Pac-Man frog.
Yes. Galing naman ni Janina.
Nakita niya, tinako.
Nakita niya. I'm not
Okay.
very good with magic.
Okay, so that's a Pac-Man frog. So, how do you keep them?
Of course, you have to keep them in a clean container and shallow
Clear,
water
yeah,
lang siya.
shallow water. Clean shallow water.
It's normal for them to shed, and
Mm-hmm.
you can feed them pellets or Pac-Man pellets that are available. Yung mga ganyan, pag available yung mga commercial food nila, magandang alagaan yan.
Yeah, because
there is something.
yeah, we have here.
Yeah, we have different brands of food for exotics, and watch out for what Pet Ideas will bring also, yung mga bagong brands,
Yes.
For
So we have
exotics, more products for exotics.
coming
Mas
in.
madaling alagaan sila
Yes.
kasi hindi
Yung
na tayo
availability
hindi na
in the
tayo
market.
do it yourself, di ba?
Yes. You guys now should have the pet of the vet episode.
Wow, nag-enjoy.
Do you want my pet here?
Huh?
Do you want my pet here? Pecknot. The one who
Sure.
bit you.
Who's that?
Rafiki. My chihuahua.
Oh my God.
Grabe, judger. Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out kanino?
Anna Marie Atienza.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Anna
Doc.
Marie.
Hi, Miss Anna Marie Atienza. Hello po.
Hello.
Thank you for watching, and you can type in your questions if you have any. Okay. So, more questions.
What else?
Okay, show the tarantula. So we have another show and tell pet here. Can you hold it? Oh my god! Oh my gosh. Hala, kakainin.
Here is my next. Can you guess
I hope you can see Sir Jerome's face right now.
what this is?
Yeah, you guess it.
It
It has 8 legs.
Yeah, can you describe it?
It has 8 legs. It's hairy and has a ball sack.
Here
Oh
you
my
are.
gosh, look at it. It's very big.
How can some people take care of tarantula? Because they're beautiful,
They're different.
they're different.
They're cool.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're
Even
poisonous?
insects.
Yeah,
have,
can you say, are they
papers,
poisonous?
They have venom.
Venom,
They
yeah.
have venom.
So what's the difference between poison and venom?
The poison, for example, toads have poisons, while snakes, venomous snakes, spiders have venom, and usually it's something that is ingested. Lumabas si Momo.
So cute.
There. So very interesting. I'm sure all of
Yeah.
you.
Do you
are
find
either
tarantulas
freaking
cute?
out or parang amazed by this? Usually kids are so amazed by tarantulas.
They are? What kind of kids?
Huh? Yung mga,
What kind of kids?
Yung mga kids na mahilig sa science, ganyan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like you?
Yeah. Iba yung mga gagamba namin before yung nilalagay sa matchbox.
Sa posporo.
Oo.
Yeah. You get from the ilaw.
Yes. So, diba, mukhang nagagutom si Momo. Kasi kumakain ng insects ang mga sugar gliders, ano?
Yeah.
So, ito ay
Pag ano.
very iba. If you're curious ang itsura ng tarantula, ganyan ang itsura niya. Meron siya mga substrate
Yeah.
made of
Hide.
cockpit, and then they have a hide because it's important for them to hide. And then they also should have water. Ayan, ha? And
Clean
then,
water.
Pag molt sila, akala mo patay sila, kaya lang nagpapalit lang sila.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sa soli na nibig.
Nasa-stress yung ating
Yung director
Angel.
namin
Yeah.
is very stressed right now.
So very, very, very diverse ang exotics, so imagine how can one vet memorize the treatments, the needs of all these exotics.
Yeah, I don't even know how.
How?
I just deal with it every day.
Parang ano, di ba? For a clinic that accepts exotics,
Yeah.
it's like, it's like Forrest Gump. You'll never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
Diba?
it's really,
So that's what makes our practice exciting,
yes.
to all the vets who are watching right now. I have some colleagues who call me all the way from Davao, who ask me about cases, and
Yeah.
I'm very willing to assist them with their.
I actually
with their
have
cases.
one also from Bicol. He always messages me around.
Ang sarap makatulong, and then
Yes.
especially when they report to you that how
How they
they're
treat
able
it.
to
To handle the
treat
case,
and
yes.
handle the exotic cases.
We have a different question from LJ Guzon. Hi docs, after last year's boards, any tips for vet aspirants taking boards again this October?
Last year's words, di ba?
Yeah, last year's the passing rate is very low,
So what can you give them as a tip?
Okay. First, of course, do your best. Do your best. Try to ingest whatever you're studying, and pray.
Yeah. It
Pray
doesn't-
that whatever
yeah.
you studied will come out in the boards.
It's not it's never easy, whatever kung ano man yung naging results last time, it doesn't usually mean it's harder, but
Yeah.
it's all of it,
Baka
it's
nga,
hard.
baka nga dadalian nila kasi.
Oh, parang lagi naman talaga siyang mahirap. But the most important thing that you have to keep in your mind is to never give up.
Yes.
It's
yes.
never, you have your own timeline, wag mong madaliin. But if you're not yet ready to take it, just take a rest and then study more. You have your own timeline. You have to respect that. It's hindi ka dapat magmadali. And yun, kung di man makapasa the first time, you have to try in the second. We don't ask that during interviews. How many times did you take the board? Diba? We don't.
No, we don't.
So it doesn't matter. So the end always justifies the means. It's just kung makuha mo yung PRC license, it's good enough and it's a very huge milestone. So yun lang. Chill ka lang. Chill lang.
Oo nga, ang experience ko nung times ko ng mag-board, very traumatic sa akin kasi
Same.
Kasi first day the whole classroom was filled up. And
Baha?
then when the
Flood?
results came out, when the questionnaire came out, it's all fill in the blanks.
Oh.
And essay. So the next day, kalahati
Hindi na
ng
sila, they
classroom
didn't
di na
attend.
pumasok. And then of course I live in Laguna, and when I was taking the boards, I was staying with my friend in Caloocan. Siya na-discourage. So sabi ko, gising na, punta na tayo, ayoko na.
Oh.
Paano ako? Mag-taxi ka na lang.
Dapat, did you try to convince him?
I tried to convince him, but he said, parang he feels like he wasn't gonna pass. So
That's okay. It's also parang courage for you to be able to admit that to yourself.
Is he a vet now?
no.
It's okay. Well, different calling,
But,
he realized it,
sometimes-
diba?
Actually, he's here. my friend Gordon.
Oh my God,
Gordon
nag-name
Chua.
Okay. So, see, that's the difference between the
But he's
timelines.
richer than me. I think I should have.
Yeah, but lumalabas yung age gap because kasi ngayon it's all multiple choice na.
Oo,
So,
nung
I don't
panahon
even
ko,
remember the words
Hindi ko alam
having the
kung anong
guesses.
pinagsasagot ko doon. Pero may tanong na exotic sa...
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Nice.
You know what the question is?
What?
What do you call a female goose?
Oh.
And then, parang ito sa trick question. So, after the exam, all of us went out and then, anong sagot mo sa female goose? Meron nagsabi, mother goose, granny goose.
What was your answer?
So what's the answer?
Goose hen.
Oh. Isn't it geese? Geese?
Ha?
Geese.
Pag marami.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so hopefully most, if not all, our colleagues are like you, Doc, is willing to extend knowledge to our fellow vets for the benefit of Animallandia. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
from whom?
This is from Marco Angelo.
Hi, Marco.
Hi, Marco. Doc Marco.
Hi, Doc Marco. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, Doc Marco Angelo.
Yeah.
And he's treating a, what's that?
I think a cat. Is that the cat?
Dog or what?
I don't know.
Parang bear cat.
What's in your profile picture, Doc Marco? Share it with us. We can see it.
Ang dami nating mga vet na nanonood din, ha?
Yes. Also, we would like, syempre, kaya din lagi naman nagsha-share ng knowledge. Especially Doc Nielsen is very, naman talaga. He's not madamot when it comes to knowledge talaga. Kaya din, I would just like to share it. This Vets in Practice is my first job since I passed the board exam.
Oh.
So, I stayed
Hindi ka naman
because...
sisisi.
Hindi naman. Hindi talaga. But hindi naman ako. Well, I'm turning 8 years old this September in VIP.
Congratulations.
So, yeah. Sometimes, it's very...
Grabe, 8 years, dalaga ka pa, dito ka na nag-asawa, baka dito ka na rin magkaanak.
Sumingit pa, Naririnig ka ng mami ko. Huwag kang maingay. Okay. So, wala lang. Share ko lang kasi, yung mga naging mentors ko naman, not only Doc Nielsen, all those senior vets that I met along the way, they're very, very willing to share their knowledge. Wala pa akong na-meet na senior vet here in VIP na nagdadamot ng knowledge.
Yes, and to our vets who applied to Vets in Practice and they were expecting to work with me, it's not the end of the world na na-destino kayo sa ibang branch because I can still work with you. You just call me may thumbs up,
Yes.
Just call me. Kahit na hindi taga Vets in Practice can work with me. Kayo pa yun na who's working.
He's very easy to reach, one call away. So, this is actually a very, not so very subtle way of telling you guys to come with us, come work with us at Vets in Practice if you're very interested in exotic animal medicine. You have here all the resources that you can, and actually, Doc Mao and I are undergoing training from ESAVs with exotic medicine. Yeah.
Mas magaling pa kayo sa akin.
Hindi mangyayari. So, yun. So, you can send your resume if you are interested in joining our team. So, you can send your resume at hr@vetsinpractice.ph. So,
to all the vets who are watching, please give us a heart or thumbs up.
yes, hello. So, we will know if there are a lot of vets watching us.
Kasi alam ko mga exotics is very interesting, and I am doing a talk in Mindanao on August 8 for exotics kasi parang ang topic ko is about handling emergencies for wildlife kasi sa Mindanao maraming mga wildlife na dinadala, and syempre na-intimidate tayo pag hindi tayo familiar dun sa mga animals na dadalhin. Pero the key is don't panic and try to do the basics, try to take the weight and then history taking. Tapos yung mga pinakamadali is to do fecalysis. If you can collect blood, pwedeng magbigay ng mga answers, yung mga ganun. Do x-rays if you think that it's helpful. So,
okay, so Doc Marco said he's just showing my daughter a random checkup ng isang Shih Tzu doggo. She wanted to be a vet also. Pa-shoutout mga doc for my daughter, Erin. Hi, Erin!
Hi, Erin! It's
short for veterin. Oh my God, that's a cool name. Yeah. Erin, short for veterinarian. Nice.
Oh, galing naman.
Hi, Erin. I hope you... Ay, si Doc Bam.
Hey, Doc Bam.
Hi, Norman.
Kamusta nga triathlon mo? Doc Bam is also one of our vets. Now, he has his own practice in Mindanao, Davao. Davao, yeah. The name is
Waves and Tails.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're in Davao, you visit Doc Bam.
Yes. Mga taga Davao, Doc Brooke, Doc Joanna, if you're listening out there.
Okay, so we have a question. May pinagbigyan po kasi, from Ana Marie Atienza, may pinagbigyan po kasi ako ng puppy. Ang sabi, nang pinagbigyan ko, puputulan daw nila ng pangil yung puppy. Okay lang po ba yun? Nag-worry ako.
No.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that because you can cause more problems. And
Yes.
those sharp teeth will eventually shed.
Yes.
And they will be a bit more dull.
Dull, yes.
Yeah.
And parang it's more circular.
Yes.
Okay. So don't do that. It's a no-no. It's actually an animal abuse if you do that.
Correct. And no vet will do that for you.
Yeah, hopefully. So, okay, what can you advise for like currently practicing vets who are not taking in exotic patients, but they want to? So how do they start?
I think first of all, know the basics.
Yes.
Like you can be honest with your clients that
Yeah.
I don't want to turn you down, but we'll do our best. Like take the history, and then like what I'm going to tell you right now. Don't be intimidated. If you're not comfortable handling them, at least see if they have stool samples in their tray. For example, it's a bird or a rabbit. Do fecalysis? You might find the answer there.
Yeah.
And
Just
also,
stick to the basics,
yeah,
right?
like when a dog or cat comes in, if there's some skin problems, then
Do a skin scrape.
Yeah, do a skin scrape. Try the wood slamp.
Yeah.
So, and then you can tell them and be honest and refer them to a clinic that sees exotics.
Yeah. Or he can just try to look for a colleague that could help you, like Doc Nielsen and
Yes.
me sometimes. But vets in practice is very we can accept every animal that comes in our door, and that's all thanks to Doc Nielsen. It's very
All creatures great and
great
small.
and small. Scales or gills.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So about birds, it's one of the most common pets that we see in our practice.
Do you know that birds can be very scary to a vet because sometimes
I know.
by just handling them they can die on your hand,
Yes.
especially the small ones. Or if it's a very large parrot to a raptor, their claws can be very powerful. Their bite can be very powerful also, that you can lose a finger. So you need to have skills in handling the avian species. Different sizes, different techniques of handling. So when I do teach about avian medicine, first I talk about handling and restraint.
Yes.
And then common diseases, like they're very prone to respiratory diseases, external parasites.
Yes.
It's so exciting when you just take
Prick
a
a feather.
feather and then look at it in the microscope
Yes.
and then
And
show
there's
the
some
owner.
creepy crawlies there.
Yeah, kaya pala nakakalbo na yung bird
Yeah.
kasi
Self-mutilating.
yeah, it's so itchy that they pluck their, and then they become anemic.
Yeah.
So it's so easy to treat those cases. But when it comes to respiratory problems or metabolic diseases, it can be frustrating because birds are the most sensitive patients
Yeah.
of all
Exotics,
yeah.
yes. They're very fragile.
They're very fragile.
Yes.
And of course, aside from fishes also are
Yes. So, but in husbandry, what can you tell them about?
very, always change the water. If
Yeah,
you can change
daily.
it twice a day. The diet should be varied
Yeah,
according
we
to
have
species.
We have
yeah.
here, this is like for minor birds.
Yeah, minor birds,
This one for
during my time again, they used to feed dog food. Purina Hypro, oo.
to minor?
Kaya pala sinasabi inatake yung mga may na bigla na lang bumabagsak kasi wrong diet, oo. They're giving
disease.
animal protein to a fruit-eating bird.
Yeah. So we have this also for like sick and
Yeah, for
sick and injured.
exotic
Yeah.
animal practitioner, pag hindi kumakain yung mga pets namin, may mga formulas kami na
Yeah.
binibigay para ma-sustain yung kanilang nutrition. So, This is a product of Pet Ideas. I'm the endorser.
Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah. So for birds also, there's also a lot of difference when you try to check them compared to like other species, right?
Sorry, correction, hindi pala ito, iba pala.
Okay.
Baka yung supplier natin magalit, hindi pala yan. Sorry.
Yeah, so what I was
Singen pala yun.
Yung kanin.
Oo.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yan, what I was saying, there's a big difference when checking birds, right? Because there's also parang a distant exam.
Oh
between
yeah. So
yeah.
you know, birds will usually hide their
masking,
illnesses
they
because it's their survival
Trait.
instinct in the
Yeah.
wild.
Mhm.
If a predator sees them that they're weak, they're the first target. So
Yeah.
so when we the vets examine them, they'll act like they're normal. So
Yeah.
what I do is I turn off the light. First, I try to watch them
From afar.
afar.
Yeah, from a distance.
And then if I see them that they have ruffled
Ruffled
feathers,
feathers,
and then their
tail
eyes look sleepy,
Mhm.
of course, when you bring them into your practice,
Mhm.
you have to make sure that it's warm enough in
Yeah.
your consultation room.
But
Otherwise,
that also says a lot why they're so fragile. Like when we see them, they're already so sick, but we don't know that.
oh
yet.
yeah, that's our disadvantage as an avian vet. When owners notice their pet birds, sometimes it's too late.
Yeah.
Their skin and bones ready, and there's only so much that you can do, to save them.
Okay. Yeah, it's very sad because sometimes we don't know yet that they're very very sick, but they try to hide it as a
Yes, and you know what's a trend now is free flying birds.
so
That means they owners
Let them
that
go.
wants to learn how to free fly birds, they get young parrots. And I'm sure you already had an emergency case where a baby parrot swallowed a feeding tube.
yes.
Because when they're feeding the baby
The
birds,
baby
they're
birds, yeah.
feeding them formula, and this syringe has a small tube.
Plastic
and it
usually.
goes straight. It's either plastic or rubberized.
Rubber, yes.
For me, I'm trying to discourage this one already
Same,
because
yeah.
when baby birds feed, they have this feeding.
Yeah, bobbing their head
yeah.
back and forth.
Sometimes that causes the tube to get
Dislodge,
dislodged,
yeah.
and it goes straight
Straight
into
to
the
the
crop.
crop,
And
yeah.
worst, it goes to the proventriculus, yung
Yeah.
pinaka-stomach nila. So,
It's actually an
nagiging
emergency.
yun. So, you can actually feed them with a small spoon.
Spoon, yes, or
even a syringe that has a long tip, and just
Yeah.
feed them alternately in each
left
beak.
or yeah,
Yes.
each part of the mouth.
Just be careful that it doesn't go inside the trach.
Also,
yeah.
with preparing formula, we have to be very careful and specific about the temperature.
Correct.
Yes.
Never use
Microwave.
microwaves because they have hot spots inside
Yeah,
that.
it's
When you touch it outside, it doesn't
it's-
feel hot.
Too hot,
Pero
yeah.
inside, it's too hot. And
So
then-
the temperature is not equal all throughout the formula that you're gonna feed. So it causes some problems like
crop
burns.
Yes.
So that's a common emergency that usually requires surgery.
Also, feeding the bird too much can cause sour crop.
Yeah, sour crop or the crop stasis.
Yeah, crop stasis. So, parang yung food nabubulok, napapano
Yeah.
sa loob, tapos nagkakaroon ng yeast infection.
Yes.
And hindi niya na ma-drain yan hanggang they vomit or regurgitate the food, which
Yeah.
is very sour smelling kasi nagkaroon na ng infection.
Yeah. And for young birds, if they don't eat at the right time, it really affects them too much, right?
Correct, yeah. And
The nutrition wise.
another thing that I also discourage is putting chains.
Yeah,
Putting
oh my
chains
gosh.
on our pet parrots, because sometimes when they get startled, they just fly
Fly
and,
all over, yeah.
and they can have fractures.
Yeah. Also, I've had this experience also. You treated my bird.
Oh, what happened?
Remember
Oh, the
Fambi?
electric fan?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
he flew to on my electric fan in my room, and then Doc
But we-
Nation treated my bird
Yeah,
for
we
me.
did the bone peening.
Bone peening, yes. I almost cried.
Yeah.
Did I?
Do you know that sometimes vets cannot treat their own
I
pets.
cannot. Yeah, that's why I'm happy.
You get emotionally
Yes.
affected, so you cannot treat your own pet.
Yeah. So that's bad. That's an oopsie on my part also. But I was a baby vet back then. I was not even 1 year old.
Any questions about your
Yeah, I have questions here.
pet birds?
We have a question from
LJ.
LJ.
Oh, he's a bird lover. Is he a vet also?
But probably a
I
vet
cannot
graduate
read it.
because he was
Sige,
asking
can you
about
read it for me?
Diagnostic protocol of cetacine BF disease.
Beak and feather?
Or Bursha.
Huh?
Bursha.
BF.
BF. Can you tell us what BF is?
Cetacine beak and feather yan.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
cetacine beak and feather is a viral disease, very common among the Kakatua family because it's they shed it through their feather dust.
Mhm.
So it's only diagnosed through DNA testing for cetacine beak and feather. It's like bird AIDS. They will not die immediately. It's a slow death. Usually they'll lose feathers in their body, and then eventually they lose their feathers on their head. Also, their beak gets overgrown,
Yeah.
and once a bird is affected by this, there are two options. It's either if he's the only bird that you have, then you can keep him as is. But if you have other birds, you have to isolate the bird. Unfortunately, one of the options also is to put them to sleep when they're in their
When
worst
they're
condition. Yeah.
suffering too much. Okay.
So, pero if they're looking good naman, they're eating, all you have to do is just keep them warm, trim their
Palliative.
beak. Every now and then they're overgrown, and then keep them as long as you can.
Yeah. Okay. So, there like for those person who enjoy exotic animals, but they don't have the capability to own them. Are there any alternatives into?
Oh yeah, you can visit mga zoos.
Yeah.
You can visit places that allow volunteers
That's
to
nice. Yeah.
to experience.
For first hand,
keeping
hands-on experience.
Yes.
Okay, and also photography.
Parang zookeeper for a day. Baka meron mga ganyang programs.
But you
diba?
do that on your own.
In Laguna?
Yeah.
If I'm there, maybe.
Very protective.
No, what if nakagat siya ng buhaya, di ba?
Ah.
So I have to make sure that everyone's safe there.
Okay. So you also have an interest in wildlife photography, right?
Yes, I like
Bird watching.
I like bird watching. I like taking photos of animals in the wild. Parang before, as a kid, I used to be excited going to zoos. But once I've experienced them in the wild, parang
It's really different.
it's so different that
Yeah.
that parang I don't want to go to zoos anymore because you can see the natural behavior of the wild. Imagine seeing a crocodile in the wild. Parang exciting na nakakatakot, di ba? Tapos
I can see them from
when
afar.
I went to the Amazon, parang I saw a blue and gold mako in the wild or
Whoa,
a
that's
tokotokan flying. Parang wow,
Wow, that's nice.
Pero pag wala kang photo, you don't have anything to prove it. So, buti
Fix
na
or
lang,
it didn't
buti
happen.
lang meron akong camera that can take zoom.
Way to flex.
Yeah.
You know.
Sana one day we can have a photo exhibit of my photos. Di ba? We'll have them printed. And then
That's nice.
can do a photo exhibit of my wildlife adventures.
Okay, so from Nelly Soriano Altimo. Hi Doc, kamusta daw sabi ni Sugar?
Hi Nelly. Oh my God, I cannot remember. I need to open the file.
Here, I have my computer. But hi
Pasensya na
Sugar.
sa sobrang daming pasyente
Yes.
na nakikita. I hope you understand,
That's
I
okay.
cannot pretend that I know it, but but thank you for saying
Saying
that
hi.
sugar is fine.
Yeah, okay. From Miss Janina, is it easier to take care of chickens or ducks versus parrot? They are both birds.
Oh, yeah. I find whenever a duck or a chicken comes into the clinic, I find it more rare than a parrot that comes in. One is for a chicken or duck, the food is not so expensive. They're not as noisy as a parrot.
Yeah.
And the parrot can fly, but the ducks, they
They just waddle.
yeah they just make a messy poop. And
did you see, I have
tissue
a
paper
patient.
lang yan, Janina, malinis na yan.
I have a dog patient, you know. Did you see my Instagram post? You saw it, you liked it.
Maybe before. Do you know that I had a patient named it's a duck named Justin
Justin
Bibe.
Oh, I like it. That's so witty.
Justin Bibe. Tapos ginaya ko rin.
Wait, ba't kilala mo na si Justin Bieber?
Oo, kilala ko
Good.
man yan.
Cool. Wow, so Okay. Doc N, I remember you brought some birds too. Aside from dogs and explorations. Kids loved it.
Oh yeah, exploration is where my daughter studied. So, dyan nag-graduate
So
si
it's like
Nina.
a show and tell.
Yeah, oo.
Oh, that's
Siyempre,
cool.
support my kids. You know?
Yeah. They're also like future vets, right?
But, I stopped doing that kasi
Why?
parang before I used to bring wildlife and then parang teaching them about wildlife, but I'm sending the wrong message eh.
Oh.
It's showing, even though I'm talking about conservation, but in the minds of the kids, parang, I'd like to touch.
To keep one, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to touch the whatever wildlife there is. So
Yeah, so it doesn't paint a good picture.
Yeah, oo.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe what's a different way to educate them? Better way.
like watching Born to be Wild.
Yes, I love.
In the wild, you don't touch
Galing
the
mo, no?
ano.
Going on. Yeah.
You know, it's a blessing for me to be a host of Born to be Wild kasi before I go to schools and that's
Talk
how
about it.
I taught them. Pero imagine if you can magnify your advocacy in wildlife conservation a million times, di parang wow,
Yeah.
you know, parang
It's a very nice opportunity.
yes, it's a very nice opportunity for
That's
me
right.
to be able
How
to
long na ikaw?
17 years ang
Malapit ka na mag-debut.
17 years na ang Born to be Wild pero siguro ako mga 14 years or 15 years na ako.
Oh, okay. So you were with Born to be Wild, is that one of your is that something that you plan to do or is it just spontaneous or it fell into your lap?
Funny because parang I had a dream also to be a host, but I wanted to sound like Steve Irwin. So
Okay.
parang I'm practice. Hi, this is Doc Nielsen.
Oh my God.
Pero hindi pala bagay pag Tagalog, di ba?
Try it.
So and ang natural ko is I'm very calm.
Yeah.
Sometimes people when they see me, they don't recognize me as Doc Nielsen.
Yeah.
But if they hear my voice, even nakatalikod sila, parang that's Doc Nielsen. It's malumanay, di ba? My voice.
Yeah, it's very talaga. Parang may certain
Calming, di ba?
Yeah. So, when you were in vets in practice na talaga, were you planning what are your plans for the exotic practice with VIP?
My plan?
Yeah.
Will I tell my plan na?
No, I mean just what are your what do you see in the future? Parang how do you envision the exotic practice growing?
I envision that we're going to go deeper into learning more about exotic medicine and surgery
Yeah.
with doctors like you
Nuts.
and our other exotic
Yeah.
vets. Parang syempre si Doc Nielsen ang complaints sa akin parating wala ako, mga ganyan. So
Kala ko complain mo back pain.
hindi. Mas matibay pa ata likod
No,
ko
because
sa'yo
when
eh.
you do surgeries for too long, it's
No.
no, it's not.
No naman.
Okay, that's good.
But even though I'm not there, vets in practice will always be reliable because we will always try to save your exotic pet no matter what. Diba?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's nice. So, for the future vets again, so this is what the advocacy looks like, is we want to train more people who will be able to cater to the needs of our exotic pets and keep on the legacy.
Imagine, I put myself in an exotic pet owner, and one of the considerations that I will make sure that, for example, I'm in the Visayas region or Mindanao region. When I buy a reptile or a bird, meron bang veterinaryo dito na marunong gumamot ng ganyan?
Yeah.
And yun yung advocacy ko na makapag-train ng mga vets around the Philippines na
Yeah.
kahit papaano, there's a little knowledge that they can have.
Just the basics is to attend like something na parang emergency na talaga that you can't refer, or like applying first aid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be learned na talaga. Parang as
Yes.
just a
Baka
vet.
nabobore na sila.
Yeah, we have a question. We have a question from Doc LJ Guson. Vet assist. I was a vet staff before. I assisted and facilitated Vincusine administration with Pangil. It was an honor to meet you.
Ay, LJO sa
Pangil.
dun sa Davao Crocodile. Oh.
Pangil is a crocodile.
Yeah, he's parang 80 plus years old na ata si Pangil. And Pangil, parang we consulted other crocodile specialists around the world. And when we were asking them how to do the procedure, they said they wouldn't touch it. Pero the late owner, Mr. Dizon, said that we have to do it because Pangil is their ambassador of Davao Crocodile Park. So we did the surgery with Doc Bayani Vanderbroek. Tapos nagawa namin, naging successful siya ngayon. Maganda yung condition ngayon ni Pangil.
Wow, that's cool. Shout out. May shout out from the comment.
So,
Hi, this is Doc Jonathan Chua, my batchmate.
Hi, Doc
Hi, Doc
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Galing ni Doc
Thank you
Nielsen.
for watching.
Thank you for watching, Doc. Kumusta po?
Thank
Okay,
you.
so Doc Nielsen will show us like another pet that we have to guess.
This is an interesting case.
What is that?
It's a RES or a red-eared
Red-eared
slider.
slider.
If you look at the shell of this patient, parang deformed, ano?
Yeah.
So-
That's not normal.
Yeah, this is not normal, kids, because
Kids.
kids, kahit mga batang
Yeah,
kids
batang
ang
isip.
tawag sa'yo. So, kalimitan, binibili itong mga red ear slider na
Small,
maliliit.
yeah.
They're small. And then when we keep them without proper husbandry, no proper UV light, small enclosure, they suffer from a condition called metabolic bone disease or MBD. And because of the improper care, without proper sunlight, parang naiiwan yung shell nila. Kaya ito, ang bahay niya, yung kanyang carapace niya, hindi lumaki, pero yung body niya lumalaki. That's why you can see the butt sticking out already.
Show them.
And then the head here. Lagpas na yung katawan niya sa shell niya.
Masikip na siya para sa house niya.
We cannot do anything about it. But
Yeah.
But this one is a border. Umalis yung owner, so dito mo siya magsistay. And suki na namin siya dito. May boarding nga pala kami for exotics. Ha?
Yes.
So that's how they look like. Abnormal na yung shell niya. Hindi siya makatago.
Yeah.
Kasi lagpas-lagpas na yung body niya sa shell.
Yeah. Siya, kailangan niya nang lumipat ng house, but it doesn't work that way with them. So,
Wala. Meron akong comparison sa tao pero wag na lang.
Say it.
parang ayoko marinig.
Parang nagsuot siguro ako ng trunks tapos sobrang labas yung tiyan.
Oh no!
Sorry guys, ganyan talaga ako. May pagka-komedyante.
Yeah. Okay. Ay, mas
I'll
shout
shame
out.
myself na lang than anybody else.
Hi, Miss Jane. From Miss Jane.
Hi, Miss Jane.
Former cashier.
Hi, Jane. And who else?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so if you have any more questions, guys, you can post it here, and yeah, we will be back after a short break.
Yes.
Our last segment, which is we would just like to recap what we talked about today. So I would just like to thank Doc Nielsen for guessing for
Thank you. It was
accommodating.
fun.
It was fun.
It's still
yeah.
fun. We're not yet
Yeah.
ending the show, but
Yeah.
I hope we
We're
will
almost
have
there,
more.
though.
Mas nagaganahan ako pag maraming nagpa-participate, di ba?
Yes. And thank you so much for finding time for us to discuss your passion and your advocacy for the wildlife and exotic animal practice. And do you want any closing remarks? What are your closing messages to our followers and listeners for tonight?
Oh yes, I congratulate our podcast.
Yay!
It's bringing more interest, and I know it's sometimes you have to spare some time to watch podcast. Excuse me. And we promise to bring more interesting topics. If just comment if you want a part 2 of
Yes, of
this one.
course,
That
yeah.
we can go into more
Detailed, yeah. Like, for
more
example, we
deeper
can like,
detail.
separate them into...
Yes, and this is the only podcast that I'm allowed to attend to because of my
constraints.
constraints.
Being the celebrity
Yeah.
vet that you are.
I wish I could join the podcast like Ma'am Rina wanted to
Yeah.
invite me,
Oh.
but I could not because. hindi
So yeah,
ko
I am
pinagyan.
very honored that you can
Yes.
join me, you know.
Of course.
And I'm the only one that you can join. Okay. So yeah, your closing remarks also to those who listen. So you just let us know if you have any more questions or Doc Nia from Miss Benny Ancheta Villoso. Doc
Hi,
Nia,
Benny!
Teacher
Long
Benny
time no.
here. Wala
Yeah.
bang Tagaytay branch soon?
Oh, we wish.
Maybe,
yeah.
probably. We don't know. Yeah, so thank you so much po for tuning in for our podcast episode, and I hope you learned so much for today's episode. And if you have any more questions, if you're gonna look back on this episode after the live, you can still comment your questions and we will try to answer them as much as we can. We can send them over to Doc News and we can send the answers to you.
Yes.
Of course, you know, with exotic.
Saan na ba tayo?
Sorry.
Very
So we're-
candid, very candid.
Yes, yes. So we were just proving that this is a live session. It's not recorded. So yeah. So we're just gonna recap. So what we discussed so far. So what are your main points in considering
Before
keeping a pet, exotic pet?
acquiring an exotic pet, read about it,
Yeah.
and then make sure that there is a vet nearby you who can attend to their veterinary needs.
Yeah.
Make sure that the whole family agrees
Yes.
to have
Do you
it.
do that? Wait. Ma'am Carol, hello, shout out.
No. The reason why Nikki's teasing me because I told her
Yeah.
my story before that sometimes I tell her that the exotic pet was
Cheap.
given to me. but
Yeah, by a
actually
client, for example.
I bought it.
Ma'am Carol, shout out, hello.
Yeah, and like what I told you, diba?
Yeah.
Parang when you have a hands-on, it gives you a different learning experience.
Yes.
I'm not telling that every exotic that I kept became successful. Some of them had problems, and I learned from them also. So
Yeah.
that's why it made me a better exotic vet because I had good experience.
So it's in part an investment on your part.
Yes. And luckily also I've been consultant for several zoos in the
yeah.
Philippines. So sometimes it's a good experience to be able to handle the rarest animals that
yeah.
a vet can handle.
Yeah,
Diba?
I'm jelly.
Parang mga tapir, mga ano pa ba, mga ibang mga orangutans, ganyan.
The giants.
Yes. Kasuari.
Okay. So yeah, so we have an additional question before we end. So from Miss Angelica Salvador Aquino. Hello po, ask ko lang, currently yung arawana po namin lumaki yung tiyan and nakabaliktad na po siya. May physical clinic po kayo?
Yes, here in Vets in Practice, the fort. Wow, sana maagapan pa natin yan. Baka kasi may air bladder disease yan.
Yeah.
And medyo challenging yung ganyang case kasi I cannot go to your place and bringing the fish to the clinic can also be challenging. Dapat bili ka ng battery operated na aerator para
madala. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have with the question with regards to the physical clinic, yes, we have 7 branches as of the moment. So we have Vets in Practice the Fort, Vets in Practice Mandaluyong, Vets in Practice Quezon City, Alabang. We have Carveldon Veterinary Center, which is in Pasay. We have ACS, Animal Care Specialist in Tiendesitas, Pasig. And Capitolio, our newest branch. So it's in Oranbo, Pasig. Yeah.
I messaged the link of our
Yeah, you can check out actually our website for the branches closest to you. So to everyone watching, you can access our website for like basic information that you can find about Vets in Practice and what services we can offer to you guys. Okay, so shout out to
Chi Velasquez.
Si Doc Sena. Doc Sena. Hi,
yeah,
Doc Sena.
oo.
OG,
Kasi
boss
naman-
amo ka daw.
Kasi naman yung mga pangalan nyo, iniiba nyo, kaya hindi ko kayo nakikilala.
So, OG, boss amo ka daw.
Sino yan?
Yeah. So, from JM Lina, our boss amo manager also. Very
Thank you for
informative
tuning
session. Yeah, thank you also. All right, so that's it for tonight. If you have any more, if you don't have any more questions, or if you want to know more, you can just comment down below, and maybe there's a part 2, 3, 4. So, there's more chances for you to be able to ask them. So, thank you so much for tuning in for tonight and for your active participation in commenting and interacting with Doc Nielsen and I. So, we are hoping to see you on our further episodes next week.
Hey, you know...
Next month, okay.
You know who tuned in?
Who tuned in? So, there's... Doc Nielsen will do a shout-out.
My partner, Doc Ferds.
Oh, hi, Doc Ferds!
At saka yung post din niya is about exotics. So, Doc Ferds is also seeing exotics, ha?
Yes.
Can we guest him with you?
Tanong natin, Doc Ferds,
Doc Ferds,
mag-guest
yeah.
ka ba sa amin, ha?
Yan, oh my God. Star-studded.
Yeah. So, yan.
Yeah.
Yan kagandahan. We have
Si Kuya
friends.
Luloy. Kuya Luloy is like saying hello. Hello, good evening, Doc
Hi.
Nielsen and Doc Nikki.
Luloy, kumusta? Yan, isa sa mga
Vet
good
assistant.
handlers din natin
Yes.
sa mga exotics.
Doc Siday. Hi, Doc Siday. Thank you
also,
po.
exotic animal practitioner.
Yes, you can see Doc Siday at Vets in Practice, Quezon City.
Yeah, so, and ACS.
ACS. Alright, so thank you so much, guys. If I'm afraid this will be the end of
si
our
Vince, yung
episode.
aking cameraman sa Born to be Wild. Ang galing.
Hindi na naka-outro.
Ang galing yan na cameraman, lahat ng mga behavior ng mga...
Oh, cool. Hi po, Vince.
Yung, tawag dito, yung sailfin lizard, yung naglalakad sa tubig, nakuha na niya yun.
Oh.
Ang hirap kaya kuha.
Sabi niya mag-shout ka daw. Shout.
Shout!
Pa-shout out. Pa-shout out. Okay. Thank you so much po for listening. Thank you, Miss Benny and Cheta Villoso, for tuning in and actively participating in our 5th episode. So, thank you, guys. All right. So,
Thank
see
you
you
for your support.
Yeah, thank you for your support. And then,
to
hope to
all
see you next month.
our clients in Vets in Practice,
Yeah.
maraming salamat sa inyo sa pag-support sa Vets in Practice,
Yeah.
and giving your trust for us to treat your pets.
Okay. So for more news and announcements with regards to our next episodes, just follow our socials. We have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Okay, so you can just follow us through our socials and you can get updated. Thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye and good night.
Good
I hope
night.
you have a nice night. Bye.